Thanks so much for joining us here on your Tuesday at noon. I'm Brooke Cash, joined by meteorologist Mallory Schnell. Welcome to some warmer weather.
Yes.
At least for the time being,
Mallory. It is so nice. There's lots of sunshine. We get about a day of it before that rain moves right back in tonight and into tomorrow morning. But at this lunchtime hour, we're sitting at 54 degrees at the Louisville International Airport, 52 at Bowman Field. Wind speeds are very light today, which is also key in making it a nice day out there. Just coming in from the west-southwest around 3 miles per hour. Satellite and radar a lot drier compared to 24 hours ago and a lot clearer as well. We did have some high clouds around early this morning. Those have continued to break apart and push off to our east and southeast. So mostly clear skies out there. It's going to be a very nice afternoon with those highs running anywhere between about 5 to 10 plus degrees above normal for this time of year. And you can see all across Kentuckiana we'll be enjoying those temperatures in the 50s. 56 your high temperature in Louisville. We might even surpass that this afternoon. 56 in E-Town as well. 53 in Salem. 56 in Litchfield this afternoon. Now your 3-day forecast, as I mentioned, rain moves back in tonight and for the first half of your Wednesday. So tomorrow we do have a partial weather impact alert day due to morning rainfall, a few embedded thunderstorms as well. We dry out tomorrow afternoon and evening, then we cool things off as we head into Thursday and more so Friday and into the weekend. So of course we will talk much more about the timing of this rain, the impacts expected, and that colder into the week. That's coming up in our 7-day forecast.
Police in Madison, Wisconsin are digging into the life of a 15-year-old girl suspected of opening fire at her school Monday. 2 people were killed, including a student and a teacher. 2 others are in critical condition, and police say the suspect died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Investigators now talking to her parents and combing through social media for any clues on why this happened. ABC's Jacqueline Lee is in Madison.
Abundant Life Christian School is closed today for students and teachers. Inside, authorities are trying to find out why a 15-year-old student, investigators identified as Natalie Samantha Rupnow, allegedly opened fire, killing a teacher and a fellow student Monday. Police are also looking inside her family home.
Detectives and investigators were out there pulling things from the home, looking at papers and effects, and so hopefully we get an opportunity to analyze some of that and perhaps put a piece together to figure out why this happened.
Madison Police Chief Sean Barnes tells ABC News the girl's parents are cooperating with the investigation. The father is currently being questioned by investigators. Rupnow's mother is believed to be out of town. Police say the 15-year-old took her own life after allegedly firing shots with a handgun at others in the study hall.
Despite this tragedy, they still lost a child, and I'm certain that they have probably more questions than anyone.
The first 911 call came in just before 11 a.m. from a second grader. This father rushed to pick up his children. His daughter's shoes left back at school.
I just heard sobbing, and there was a teacher, and she was screaming like, "Ah, my leg, help!"
Officers entered the school within 4 minutes. They found the shooter had killed 2 people. 6 more were taken to the hospital with injuries. Adler Jean Charles says he was in 6th grade English class when he heard 2 gunshots.
We heard them, and then some people started crying, and then we just waited till the police came.
Police cleared the rest of the school room by room as parents arrived to pick up their children.
There's no better feeling than knowing your kids are safe.
We always send prayers. We always send thoughts. And then when are we going to stop doing that? This is not okay.
And police say the alleged shooter's social media shows an inclination towards neo-Nazi violence as well as a celebration of mass shootings. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Madison, Wisconsin.
Today, attorneys gave a detailed list of all the assets former Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knoll will sell to reach his $3.1 million in court-ordered restitution. The prosecution turned in a 12-page document that included 83 guns, 35 vehicles, jewelry, and more. An auctioneer named Terry Morgan out of Clayton, Indiana, who's worked with Judge Larry Medlock for years, was ordered to lead this liquidation. He said some of the cars need to be repaired to reach their full value, but believes there will be interest.
Megan Barrett is not going to highly advertise these cars. I think with being Jamie Knoll's cars, there's going to be some people in this area that will buy them cars.
Now, notably, not on the list were any of the Knoll family properties. Right now, those are only being sold to possibly repay the judgment in the family's civil cases. And we know of at least 3 Jeffersonville properties owned by Knoll and his wife that are up for sale. And they include a historic mansion on Turnberry Drive, a log cabin-style home on Old Salem Road, as well as a pole barn there on Old Salem. That hearing to talk about all of that is set for 1:30 this afternoon. It is a major step in Kentucky's medical cannabis program. The final dispensary licenses were just awarded in Louisville and Lexington areas. The Office of Medical Cannabis distributed the last 12 dispensary licenses during a random lottery yesterday. In Jefferson County, Chung Woo Kim LLC and Upward Innovations were chosen. More than 4,000 businesses submitted applications for the 48 dispensary licenses available, and a vast majority of them are from out-of-state applicants. The state says all of the applications were valid.
Is there a possibility that some of these LLCs are connected in some way, that you can dig into the finances?
Well, what we've done is we've dug into each one to see if they've satisfied the rules that were set up ahead of time, and they have.
Those businesses now have 15 days to pay a $30,000 initial license fee or risk losing their license. We have a full list of the state's chosen cannabis cultivators and processors on WHAS11.com. New here at noon, LaRue County, Kentucky, about to bless the state's newest safe haven baby box. The dedication is happening at 2 o'clock this afternoon in Hodgenville. The baby box is installed at LaRue County EMS on South Lincoln Boulevard and marks the 299th location in the nation and the 47th in the state. Safe Haven Baby Boxes was founded by Monica Kelsey on a mission to end infant abandonment with a safe and anonymous way to surrender a newborn. It's since saved more than 54 babies to date in those boxes. And in addition, the organization provides a confidential national hotline. The number there is on your screen. That's 1-866-99-BABY-1. After 23 years at the helm, Raul Cunningham has officially stepped down as president of the Louisville chapter of the NAACP. Last night, the civil rights leader handed over leadership to First Vice President Raymond Burse. At 81, Cunningham, who marched with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in the 60s, leaves a legacy of fighting against segregation and police brutality. It's something he'd like to see continue with the city's new consent decree.
Born in segregation, had an opportunity to participate in the end of segregation, to come through police brutality, to now see a consent decree in place, and hopefully the city and the judge will implement that consent decree.
Police accountability is just one shared focus between Cunningham and the chapter's new president. They also want to see a smooth transition for Jefferson County Public Schools leadership and reinstating the transportation. Cunningham plans to finish out his term and said he will remain on the organization's national board of directors. Plans to build more transitional housing in Old Louisville was just denied. Homeowners agree the services are needed, but argue property owners who invest in the community are needed more. Our Clary Shaley and photojournalist Emma Gefter were there as residents voiced their concerns.
His permit has been denied.
This old Louisville home on South 4th Street considered for different occupants, a place for 23 recovering men from drug and alcohol addictions.
This particular property is huge. It is over 5,000 square feet.
With access to amenities like TARC as a location plus.
We want to give the gentleman opportunity to find entry-level jobs and begin their career.
This came with opposition.
I don't think that Old Louisville needs to be the dumping grounds for every single one of these services.
Derek Podolsky says it's a large number of these homes.
Currently we have over 40 in a 9-by-9 block radius.
And this property is just one of many transitional houses that are popping up in the area. One was just approved for South Brook Street. Another is in consideration for East Catherine Street. And the board made it aware that they are seeing a pattern.
We hear this a lot, and I think it stems from the ones operating illegally.
It's a problem across the county.
It's been increasing tremendously.
Councilperson Khalil Batchan is seeing transitional housing coming up more in conversations. So much so, he sponsored a moratorium limiting permits for transitional homes.
We want to make sure that we keep the integrity of our neighborhoods, but also make sure that we abide and take care of these folks that are living in these homes and help them transition properly.
But it doesn't apply to Old Louisville. They're under different neighborhood requirements. Right now, all they can do is use their voices.
The more participation we can get and people opposing this, I think that'll go a long way.
In Louisville, Clarice Shaley, WHAS11 on your side.
That decision was made by the Metro Board of Zoning Adjustment. It had similar concerns to those brought forth by Old Louisville residents, like the location's proximity to an organization that provides similar care. TARC is implementing changes to its bus service with the goal of becoming more efficient for drivers and customers. Several improvements are expected with its new digital communication system, more reliable route tracking information, better details on the stops and other crucial information while mid-route, and ensuring buses are on time and effectively providing for its customers. You can expect the new communication system to be implemented during the spring. A massive loan will help finish construction at the Blue Oval SK Battery Park in Hardin County. $9.63 billion from the Department of Energy will help the company with the plant in Glendale, as well as another in Tennessee. Blue Oval SK is a joint venture between Ford and the Korean company SK On to make batteries for Ford's future EV fleet. 750 of the 5,000 expected employees have already been hired. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear said it's on track to open in the first quarter of next year.